Morning, guys. I thought I'd try something new today. I always see those makeup tutorials and videos where they're like, hey, get ready with me. You want to get ready with Bunny this morning? So I'm going to try to put on a little makeup for you, show you my morning routine. Normally I don't wear makeup, but I forgot to set the alarm. I don't know why. I always have an alarm. It wasn't on. So then I woke up at like 7:30 in a panic, and we have to be at school or leave the house by 7:50, 8 o'clock at the very latest to get to school on time. So we were late today. Anyway, so foundation, just little dots here and there. I wanted to talk to you about alcohol. So I am a social drinker. I literally maybe have I probably drank a little more in college, like obviously because I went out a lot more. We are usually social people, so we do go or have gone out or gone to events a lot, and so to say I'm a social drinker, I guess I do drink or was drinking at least like once or twice a week, and usually just on the weekend. I'm not like a let me go home and have a nightcap. Like if I drink, I want to have like 2 to 4 drinks, maybe sometimes more, because I want to like feel the effects of it, have fun with it, like let loose, and feel the effects of it the next day, obviously. So for me, I was like, taking alcohol out won't be a problem. I really just have to take myself probably out of certain social situations initially until I'm kind of comfortable doing it. How does that look? And so it's been this is the 4th week of no alcohol, the start of the 4th week. Gone to a couple different events out, and it's actually been fun. We've had mocktails and stuff, but this past weekend I just wanted to kind of just like relax and let loose, and just like I wanted to drink. It was probably my first time having like a craving. Like I wanted just a glass of wine or something at the dinner we were going to. So I was talking to a friend about it, and she's like, well, I mean, it's really kind of your choice. Like, what are your goals? Like, is it worth it? What's it gonna do for you? All that jazz. And initially going into this whole thing, I never said like I'm doing dry February. I never gave a date. I just said I'm counting macros. I want to feel better. I'm gonna remove alcohol for a bit, maybe for good. I don't know. I never gave it like a timeline, because I feel like if you put that on yourself, it makes it harder, because you're like, oh, I'm not there yet, I'm not there, and you like start counting down, and I just didn't want to do that. And it made me think, though, it made me realize, like, I don't feel like I have an addiction to alcohol. I don't feel like I have an addiction to maybe sugar, because I do love sugar in my coffee, and I crave that. I don't need the caffeine. I'm hyper as hell. Excuse the language, but I do crave the sugar, and like I can tell like I get in a bad mood if I don't have it. So that's something I need to work on. But it's the first time I had the craving for that, and I really just think it's the craving for the feeling of letting go, because I have always had anxiety stemming from OCD my whole life, and the way I've dealt with it as a child, I dealt with it was staying busy. Gotta get those cheekbones. Oh god. Don't make fun of my makeup. I really don't know how to do it. The way I stayed on top of that, or my parents helped me, was I was super busy. I was in gymnastics. It's like 4 hours a day of practice. Like, it's nonstop. You leave school, you go to practice, you come back, you eat, you do your homework, you go to bed. It's like routine. That was my life, and I didn't have time to think about my OCD. So it was good and bad, because then when I have downtime, I don't know how to function. Like, I almost need that like busyness and that it's something else I'm controlling. I don't know. But as an adult, like I plan, let me do this, I gotta do this, and then I like stress myself out with it, but really I'm stressed without it. So in a weird way, it helps me stay busy because I don't know how to function otherwise, if that makes sense. So for me, going to the alcohol helps me, or like some substance or something, it just helps me take the edge off and just kind of like, let go. And it's kind of irresponsible, because if that's how you have to let go with something, a substance, which I'm not going to say, like, I take medication. I've always taken medication, not always, but I've always gone back to it because of my OCD and stuff. And I don't think it's good long term. I want to be able to get off of it, and I'm trying all the natural things. I'm trying everything. But you know, sometimes there's just that chemical thing in your mind. Maybe you're born with it, maybe it's genetic, I don't know. And you just gotta weigh your options. Like, is it better just in the short term to be more functional and able to be lived with or have some, you know, side effects, and have some side effects long term, outweigh the good and bad. Anyways, but my goal is to not have to have that. Maybe the ice bath thing will help. It definitely, like, mentally, it's one of those, like, where you get that adrenaline rush, you get those serotonins or whatever, I'm probably saying the wrong thing, those chemical changes that you would get when you're like busy and you have to do things and you're on the edge, and like, you know, it's like you get that feeling of, and then that feeling of accomplishment at the end, like you made it, you know. Like, so for me, CrossFit competition, or like I have this goal I'm working towards, I have to go in, I have to do this, and then I'm like, oh look, I completed it, I finished it, I did it. And that's a control thing too. That's the OCD. Like cleaning, I gotta finish this, I gotta do this. The second I finish doing one little task, I feel better. I may have a ton of other things to do, but it's just getting that feeling of like relief. So I feel like alcohol can help me in like that little moment, but then there's so many negatives to it. I know. I'm not saying like I won't ever drink again, but I am noticing that I am thinking more about the kids. I mean, I still have my mood issues. I still don't breathe. Like, I still am tired all the time. I still, whatever. But I'm like thinking about them. I notice myself in the moment, like, just, wow, you're getting older, and just like enjoying who they are. I still need to work on that too. I mean, it's so hard to live in the moment when you're like stressed, but even though I only drank like maybe once a week or something, like Jordan was telling me, it like stays in your system. So your body's like recovering. It's not helping helping you to feel good. It stays in your system for a long time, and so then that affects your mind, your cloudiness, everything. So I feel like I am thinking a little more clearly, and I'm appreciating, or just my thoughts are different. Anyway, makeup. Yeah, I mean, that's about it, guys. I put on mascara, which I'm not going to show you because you'll make fun of how bad that I do it. But anyways, just wanted to come on here, show you how I get ready in the morning, and talk to you about that. Maybe you're going through something similar. I don't know. Have a good day.